All right, there's my chat. All right, what's up, fellas? Hemi Challenger, RT Hemi, Chris, One Bad Plum, Hemi Challenger, Jixdan, Tim. What's going on, everybody? We'll give everyone another minute or two to pop in. I gotta get these out of my ears. That's getting crazy. And then, we'll get started. Check. Mike, Eric, Hard Rock, Randy, all y'all chiming in. Awesome, awesome. All right, it is 9 o'clock. Let's get to rolling. So we'll give you the latest on Shake and Bake, and then you guys in the chat keep me going for another hour. Hopefully that's what'll happen. Forgetting my hat here. We got to put the Rocky Mountain Race Week hat on. All right, so what's up with Shake and Bake? All right, we got the triple pumps in. They're in, working as advertised. 4 innovations came through. I need to get them up over here. Up, I can't believe I don't have them up over there. I got to figure out how to squeeze them in there too. They're a big part of making Shake and Bake do what she does. So yeah, triple pumps in. Got the hob switch in, which you're gonna need to run 3 pumps. So that was a learning experience for me. Was the hob switch thing. I didn't know you needed that with the FC3 controller to bring in the 2 525 pumps when there's a certain amount of boost. I thought somehow the FC3 controller did that by itself. Well, no, you got to get the hob switch, which is, I think it was like $74. I like the one I got from 4 as well. I like that one because it comes with a pigtail that has the wires hooked up with a Deutsch connector to the hob switch, instead of the ones you see on Amazon are all got the little screw-in things, and you got to get your own wire. So I was like, you know what? Instead of messing with it, I'm just going to buy the one that's already put together right. So we got that hob switch in. Everything's working. We put her on the dyno. Y'all seen the dyno numbers. Yeah. Disappointed is not the right word. We were all expecting more out of the car than 1135. So let me explain that real quick. So I did it at the end of the video. But the reason why we came in a little bit lower than what we thought, well, one reason is weather. It was hotter and more humid. So again, the same thing that affects you at the track affects you on the dyno. So that was part of the reason. The other reason was, if you remember, the reason why we got the triple pumps, because we were running lean because we didn't have enough pump when we ran the 1177 run. So running lean, in basic terms, usually running lean, you'll make more power. But we all know running lean is bad. So when we got the triple pumps hooked up and got it on the dyno, Dave added a little bit more fuel to cover to cover that leaning out. And when you do that, when you fatten it up, so to speak, a little bit with some fuel, you tend to lose a little bit of power. So that's why we came in at 1135. Super happy with those numbers. 1100 horsepower, over 1100 horsepower with or without ice. That is just ridiculous power, right? Of course, we all want more, right? We always want more, but I am super happy with 1100, just over 1100 horsepower. And, you know, that's really plenty to keep us going. So yeah, and that's the next thing is we literally reached the max that Pro Charger is going to put out, the D1X. So with ice, without ice, 23.5 pounds of boost. So if you remember way back when we used to run ice, we would pick up 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of boost due to the cooler intake air to squish more boost in there. So we would pick up some boost. But this time we didn't pick up any boost. So that tells me, along with, if you look at the dyno graph, it comes up and then just kind of flattens out right up at the top, just a little bit. And that's telling you, hey, you're at the max what that blower is going to provide for you. So that's where we're at. Tomorrow, after my dental surgery, having some bone grafts put in my teeth. I'm losing a lot of bone in one of my molars. So they're going to go in, put a bunch of bone in. I'm going to relax for about an hour and a half, head back down to EFI Specialties, and we're going to go ahead and get the converter put in. Now, we were going to go to Summer Duck after that, but on their Facebook page, they're closed this Thursday. So we're not going to get the Summer Duck to do some of the front half stuff. Plus, Dave's not going to be there to help dial it in anyway. So all it would be was really just some test runs down the 8th mile. So in lieu of that, I'm going to try to get to either or both. Friday, possibly go to Capitol Raceway. And then Saturday afternoon, try and hit Mason-Dixon Dragway. So 2 opportunities to do some testing and see what the car can do. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So hopefully we see the numbers we want to see. But well, hey, y'all know me. Proof's in the pudding. Proof's in the ET. Proof's in the trap speed. Really, the ET is what I don't really care what the trap speed is. It's all about the ET. It really is. So let me go back up here, get into the chat just a little bit, and then I'm sure someone's going to ask me 15, 20 minutes from now, hey, what's going on with Shake and Bake? So we'll probably have to go over this again. It's normally what happens, or someone comes in close to the end and wants to know what's up. So you'll probably hear me say all that stuff again. Let's see. I already got everybody up top. Mike, Hard Rock, Jay, what's going on? Rusty Nuts, what's up, buddy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rocky Mountain Race Week. You know, we're going to be out there next year. Hopefully Jay got everything together and I figure out either drive the car or trailer it some other way or something. We're going to be there next year. You can guarantee that. Eric's back to Jay. Mike, can't forget the hat. I did forget the hat, so I had to grab my hat real quick. Rusty Nuts back to Jay. Tim, Prime Fall coming. Yeah. It's already, this whole week literally has been in mid to high to mid 70s. So temperatures already dropping. So yeah, we definitely got some prime time weather coming. Dells, what's happening, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. Eric, heck yeah, triple pumps seemed good at the dyno. They absolutely did, Eric, 100%. They performed as advertised. Everything worked flawlessly on the dyno. Like I said, we didn't quite hit the numbers we thought we were going to hit, but we are 100% in the safe zone. So this is the long game. I want to change my oil every 3,000 miles, not my engine every 3,000 miles. So we put the car back in the safe zone, and you know we're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it and see what happens. Mike might have to put 4 below the Mopar. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm running out of room for people that are So let's be clear. None of these folks are really sponsors. Maybe Starks. He's done some stuff for me, and EFI Specialties has done a lot for me, which is Mac and Dave. Mike Stark has done a lot for me as well, but knowing that he just started, I was 100% good with making sure he got paid to get his business up and running. I wasn't gonna hit him up for, trying to do a bunch of stuff for, a lot off or for free or whatever. I wanted to make sure he was taken care of. So, but like I said, Starks Performance Maintenance has done a lot of work, and really now it's more EFI Specialties and Mac doing all the work, and that's only because of Rocky Mountain Race Week. So back to where we were. Hard Rock triple pumps roared the drag strip. Yes sir, yes sir. Eric, the breaker switch was good move. Love the rip inserts clean. Yeah, they are. Hang on 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. All right, sorry for that interruption. I had to take care of the hot girlfriend real quick, so apologize for that. But we're back. Yeah, triple pumps at the drag strip. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we painted those. We painted the rip coil packs. We painted them black, made them look smooth, made it look clean inside. So that's what we did. Jay, I'm out of blower, 100%. There's no doubt about it. We're out of blower. So yeah, we're gonna run this setup. Well, we're definitely gonna run it the rest of this year and probably a majority of next year before we make any more changes. And maybe we go F1A94, maybe we go twins. I don't know. We'll see at that point where we're at and what's going on. Tim, nearly snail time unless he's going to back it down. Yeah. Like I said, we could go the two ways. F1A94, get a little more blower out of it, or go twins. So it'd be. So Mac's got a lot of things in the works. We'll see which route he eventually does go. So he's been talking about Pro Charger, talking about twins, maybe getting something with both. So really get a good comparison between Pro Charger and twins. So there's a lot of things in the mix there. So for me, definitely won't be till late next year or after that. So, yeah. Hard Rock. Dang, buddy. Thanks. I appreciate the what do they call it? The super chat. I definitely appreciate it. He's got a 2-part question. How does lobe separation angle affect timing adjustments? And is the LSA different for the old Mopar V8s like the 446 barrel, 426 Hemi, and 383s compared to the 6.2 and the 6.4 modern Hemis? Hard Rock, that is a great question. Great 2-part question, no doubt about it. That's a good one. And I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm always honest. That is out of my experience range. I really don't 100% know, and I can't give you a solid answer. But I'm telling you, someone in the chat is probably going to answer that question. So hopefully, Jay, if you're still in here, you might be able to answer that question. I don't know if some of the older folks are around to help with the older Mopars, but I don't want to give you the wrong answer. I'm not going to guess at an answer, but I definitely appreciate the super chat. And because I can't answer that question, let me know if you want it back, and I'll try and figure out how to get it back, to you. But that is a great 2-part question. I just personally don't know the answer, and I'm not going to tap dance like I do know. And I've said that a lot of times in a lot of my chats. If I don't know the answer, I will tell you I don't know. But definitely appreciate the super chat, man. That's awesome. Eric, 1100 solid. That's a beast. Yep, 100%. Jixdan, I was going to say, never seen a Pro Charger make 1200 plus. Well, you have now. So even if you take the 5% that Max says their dyno is lower than every other dyno, so you add 5% to that, puts it right just below 1200 horsepower. So yeah, we're getting it. We're pushing that Pro Charger to the max. Jixdan, hopefully I'm saying that right. I was going to say I've never seen it. Yeah, never seen a Pro Charger 1200. We're there. Tim, 800 low boost daily tune. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, watch out for those whipples. 800 low boost. Yeah, I need one of those tunes, no doubt. RT Hemi, maybe a Whipple coming soon. No, not gonna. Whipple's not in the. They're not in the running. Though they make a great product. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm either going to get a bigger Pro Charger. F1A94 is the biggest one we can put on the bracket that's currently on the car and not have to change the bracket. If we do that, we may have to change everything over to 8 rib or twin turbos. Those are the 2 routes that right now I foresee me going. But again, that's probably not until the end of next year or 26 if I'm still doing this. Snails scale better at these power numbers. Absolutely. Yeah, turbos are 100% more efficient, more scalable. They're more controllable. All of that. I get it. Yeah, it's just all. It just we'll see when the time comes, and it's not going to be for a while. When the time comes, we'll figure out what route we're going to go. Test and tune content coming soon. 100% hooking and booking. Hopefully that's the case. Sometimes I'm a little sketchy with Capital, but I'll try Capital Friday. I think they have a test and tune every Friday. And then I'll try and go to Mason-Dixon Saturday late afternoon and see what's happening there. One bad plum. Looking forward to the track results. Me too, buddy. I really want to see the track results at this point. Don, we may need a double trailer next year for Rocky Mountain Race Week. Yeah, we probably do need a double trailer, and we're probably going to need a bigger truck. I know Big Boy Ram Truck is Big Boy Ram Truck, but I don't know if Big Boy Ram Truck can handle a double trailer. Just saying, I lied about getting my car back this week. I decided to get a twin snail setup. Nice. That's awesome. Awesome. Hey, there's nothing wrong with twin turbos, man. Like I said, they are the most efficient way to make boost and make power. And like he said, they're more scalable, they're more controllable. You can dial in different tunes, different boost levels, all of that stuff with turbos. And you can do some of that stuff with Pro Chargers and Whipples and stuff like that too, but it's just easier with turbos. One more week for me to get back out. All right, Chris. All right, man. Hey, you need to get back in the game, man. I love your videos, bro. Love your videos, man. Mike, I mean, the F1A94, I believe bolts right up the existing brackets. It does, 100%. That's the biggest Pro Charger you can put on the brackets that come with the other setups. So that's why I say F1A94, because you can't go any bigger than that. Eric's going back to Mike. Yeah, Pro Charger should be a sponsor. Mac and I are working. Mac's trying to work a deal to get sponsored, to get him a Pro Charger, or he may go some sort of twin turbos. He's kind of back and forth, just trying to see who's going to get him the better deal. Tim says the truth. I can't believe they don't discount them. Yeah, I wish they did, because I really do. I may this winter, depending on what happens with Mac and which route he goes, I may wind up getting the current D1X, get it freshened up a little bit, because it deserves a little freshening up. Tim, so we broke your HP record. Sponsor time. I know, right? We did. So Mac has, like I said, Mac's been talking to them, and he's like, yeah, we're making 1200 wheel horsepower on your D1X, and they were super surprised. So yeah. Pitbull, thanks for chiming in, brother. I appreciate it. Hi, brother. I'm looking in to do some work on my car and a supercharger. Can we talk? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you got any questions, put them in the chat. And that's why we're here on Wednesday night, is to answer questions. And just like Hard Rock's question, if I don't know the answer, I will definitely let you know I don't know the answer. But 90% of the time, almost 99% of the time, someone else has the answer and they put it in the chat. But yeah, absolutely, we can talk. You can hit me up on IG, is the best place to hit me up. And it's Modern Red Hemi on IG as well. I love the show and go setups. All right. Again, Hard Rock, I appreciate the super chat. I'm looking at YouTube. I'm looking at YouTube over here, and then I'm looking at my other chat over here. But again, appreciate that. And like I said, if you want your $20 back, I'll figure out how to get it back to you, because I don't know the answer to that question. How much more power is the F1A94? I don't know how much more power it's going to get me. I just know it flows more air. So you flow more air, you make more power. You use more fuel, but you make more power. But it is bigger and flows more air than the D1X. Eric's going back to Hard Rock. Vermont wants all the machinist answers. Yeah, right. 392 Mopar, what's up, brother? Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. All right, we got Eric's good question. Well, since Don doesn't listen to numbers, I think it's rated at 1200 or 1300. So if he gets that much out of a D1X, who knows? Who knows 1300? Yeah, we made, I don't know, an F1A94. You know, we could push 13, 1400. Who knows? I don't know, but we'd have to get one and test it out. Tim, valve angle stuff, basically voodoo stuff. Yeah. Stuff I am not experienced with and not knowledgeable about. So I figured, I see Jay's got some discussion down here. I figured he'd come in for me. So this is for you, Hard Rock. The old big blocks, which are NA, which use a tighter LSA. The newer fuel injected engines use more exhaust overlap as opposed to intake duration. The timing is different also. Hard Rock, it's okay, Don. I have a lot of questions because I want to learn more about my 392. You and me both. I am learning consistently, and really, I learn a lot in these chats because you guys ask some great questions. That we get some great experience and we get some great answers from folks that have a lot of experience with this stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you asking the question, and Jay, I appreciate you giving the answer there, sort of hitting on the answer. And Hard Rock, I hope that's good enough. Jay's the man. Yeah. Older big blocks need 32 to 36 degrees of timing for peak power. Newer Hemis like 16 to 22. Yeah, we're only running 12 degrees of timing. And that's because we tried more timing and it didn't really do anything. So we left it at 12 to be safe. Hard Rock. I think Don is already down the rabbit. Oh, to switch to Whipple. Yeah, Whipples are a great thing. I know they've had a lot of problems in the past with a few of their blowers, but yeah, Whipple's not in the cards. 13 is crazy. Yeah, 13 is that's really crazy. Jay, shameless plug here. I'm doing a series coming up that sheds light on how I learned all of this. That's great, Jay. I think those would be super interesting videos, and yeah, we gotta try and get you out there. And I've told you before, there's no problem with you plugging your channel while we're in the chat. All right, everybody's going back to Jay, to Jay. Eric, that's why I love his videos. Always learning. Yeah, I'm learning too as he's taking stuff apart. Twin Terpskis for the win. Let's go. All right, Jay. All right, Jickstan. Yeah, I'll see what the stock bottom end can hold. Definitely will be one of the few turbo RTs out on YouTube. Yeah. I haven't seen too many. I don't think I've seen any twin turbo 5.7s other than Jay out there on that. So yeah, that'll make for some interesting content too. Yeah, for sure. Patrick, yo. So last time I was here, you told me to get 650 injectors for my Pro Charger build. Well, I finally got evening in and tuned this past Saturday. What cams should I look into? I would say one of Mac's cams from EFI Specialties, but he really doesn't like sending out cams that he doesn't install himself. So there's, I know FRP makes a lot of good cams. I would look to MMX. They make some great cams. HHP makes some great cams. But Patrick, what I would do is, find which person, which company you want to go with. You may want to go with someone else. I don't know. Comp cams as well. You can order a custom grind through Comp cams. But what I would do is I would call one of those folks that like I said, you want to get the cam through. Say it's Flying Ryan Performance, right? FRP. I would call Ryan up and say, look, here's my setup. I got this. Here's my intake manifold. Here's my blower. Here's, my pulley sizes, blah, 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 right? And whatever you can get from your tuner to say, this is how much boost I'm making. This is right. Give him every bit of information you can, and then let him decide, what cam is good for your setup, because cams are really setup driven. There's no, one cam fits all kind of deal. But Patrick, that's my advice, is to talk to one of those custom grind guys that do a lot of cams. Give them your setup and let them tell you which one. I can't find a tuner is my only issue. Talk to EFI Specialties. Talk to Dave. I know he's slow to respond sometimes because he is busy. But Dave will do either, if you're in the Virginia area, Fredericksburg area, or somewhere close, he will dyno tune your car, or he'll email tune your car. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can always do that. You can always hit him up. Patrick, does a cam allow for higher RPM? So that depends on a lot of things. So it depends on your intake manifold. That depends on your springs and your valve train. Your springs, your valves, and all of that. So that all goes into, the higher RPM when it comes to shifting at a higher RPM. Now, typically on stock kind of stuff, you can get into 66, 6,700 shift points. But if you want to go any further than 6,700, then you're looking at rocker arms and rockers and springs and all of that. So there's a lot that goes into that. Oh God. So hopefully I kind of answered your answered that second. Hopefully I answered both of your questions, Patrick. Hard Rock, I don't have IG. What rock are you living under, man? Oh gosh. One bad plum. Going back to Jixdan, search for Warren Borg out of Australia. He's got a monster twin turbo 5.7 in his 300. Oh, nice. Tim, cam adjust the power curve, rod length, and piston stroke means much more. Yeah, that's true. Eric, they use HP tuners. Yes, Dave does HP tuners and Diablo, so he tunes on both hardwares. So, yep, Jixdan, he can hook you up. A Hard Rock, don't worry about it, Don. Jay gave me the info. It's all good. Hey, like I said, I'll tell you. If I don't know, I have no problem telling you I don't know something. One bad plum. Warren has been awesome for tuning on mine. Great. Eric's saying ask Jay. Yeah, Jay's twin turbo 5.7's on there too. Yep. Pitbull, and if anyone know a shop in Florida, in Ocala, Florida? I don't. I know RT Life is down there in Florida, and he's hesitant to even talk about some of the shops he went to. So I wish I had an answer for you, Pitbull, but I really don't. Maybe someone down below does, but I am not familiar with any shops or even a good shop in Florida, unfortunately. Jake saying, Jay, I can't lie. I've been working my butt off to pay for this stuff, so I haven't been watching much YouTube. Yeah, it is tough, man. When you're in that beginning part of the build, it's tough. All right, Jay's going back to Patrick. And yeah, Patrick, I left out the tune part of that. So tuning has a lot to do that as well. Jay's going back to Mike's going back to Patrick. Jay's going back to Jixdan. Tim's laughing. Eric says go to Mac. Unfortunately, not everyone's in the Virginia Fredericksburg area to get to Mac. And Mac's really busy. His parking lot's full of cars too. What Don is saying is true. I had to go steal his old cam to put in my car. Yep, he's got a modern red headache in his car now. So just saying I sub, so I'll definitely watch when I got the time. Knowledge is power. That's 100% correct, man. The more you know, the better off you are. Especially in a field like this, there's I had no idea the depth of knowledge you got to have to do a lot of this stuff. And every time I go down to Mac and we do something, I learn hand over fisticuff, learn more and more and more. And really, I probably forget more than I remember, but I do get a lot. All right, Mike subscribing to Jay. Jay says all good. Cody, what's up, buddy? Can't wait for 2025. Me neither, man. Oh, it's going to be such a blast. The only thing I'm worried about is they're combining Rocky Mountain 1 and Rocky Mountain 2. That's kind of my only concern. It'll be interesting to see how they run it with that many cars. I mean, Is it still going to be limited to 300 cars, or is it going to be limited to 600 cars? Because that's a huge difference. Because as you know, man, we had some late nights. I mean, and I left early. The track was still going when I left at 9, 10 o'clock. After starting at 3, you know. So I'm not confident in how that's going to go, and if it's going to take away from the experience. But we are definitely going to be there. We're going to find out. Patrick got y'all. Thanks. Hey, Patrick, that's what Wednesday night is all about. Really, is asking questions and keeping Don talking for an hour. And asking questions, gaining knowledge, and making sure you're on the right track and you're doing the right things. This is all about helping each other out and again, keep you from making a mistake that could cost you a lot of money. Cody, I talked to you. You're gonna have more power for sure. All right, I got to go back up here. Where was I at? All right. Mike subscribed. Awesome. Caliber going to Rocky Mountain Race Week next year. I think that's their plan, Tim, is for the Caliper to go to Rocky Mountain Race Week. I would love to see the Caliper out there for Rocky Mountain Race Week. That the Caliper and the Jeep, that would be awesome. Jay, I may come down and help out with the install. All right. Jay, I don't know if you're talking about me with the install. I plan to get there probably around 3 or 4, and really with the lift and everything, hopefully it only takes us 2.5 hours. But usually when we say 2.5 hours, it's more 3 or 4 hours. So who knows? Dick Stan, I'm in North Carolina. I'll definitely make the trip for the dyno. Yeah. So hit up Dave. If all you need is a dyno tune and you don't need any mechanical work, hit up Dave at EFI Specialties and he'll get you on the schedule. Mention that I sent you and maybe he'll cut you a deal. Hard Rock, are Joker cams any good for 392? What is the best cam for street performance? Leaving my scat still good, drivable, idle, etc. Really, the cam that comes in at 392s is a really good cam. It really is. If you want to keep that drivability, that's probably your best bet. If you do want a little bit more power, you could go, like I said, go to one of those other folks, to someone, whoever you want to get the cam from, be it Flying Ryan, HHP, High Horse Performance, Modern Muscle Extreme, MMX. Take a pic and call them, talk to them. That's the best thing you can do for a cam, is call whoever you're going to buy it from, give them your setup, and they can design the cam for your setup or your future setup. Get the cam now so you don't have to buy 2 cams, right? But yeah, that's my advice. If you're, if you're staying stock everything else, just say, hey, I'm staying stock everything else. What's the best cam? Just try to make the Rockingham event at the end of the war. I hope to be there with Frankenstein. Yeah, there's another Mopars at the Rock, I think, coming up towards the end of the year. So yeah. Patrick says, yeah, Mike goes back to Hard Rock since Mac Cam are his hands only. he likes to keep his stuff in house. But that's just Mac. You can always talk to him. He may slide you in there. But yeah, you can always talk to Mac. Maybe he'll send you one. But yeah, Flying Ryan, like I said, he makes a lot of nice, cams. But I would call him and let him know what your setup is. All right, Tim, I'm going to do everything in my power to get the caliber ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week. All right. All right, TJ. Get that thing ready. Hard Rock for a 392. Yes, sir. Flying Ryan's got them for 392s too. Yep. Jig stand. Well, Jay, I don't know when I will get my car back. Waiting for the shop to order and install the kit. Well, like I said, once you do get it back, Jig stand, just hit up Dave. Email is probably your best bet, and yeah, get set up for a dyno tune. Matter of fact, if you do that and you get in with Dave, let me know what the date is, and I'll try and be down there for it. Eric, FRP is top notch stuff. Like I said, yeah, he's got a lot of nice stuff for sure. Mike's going back to Hard Rock. Hard Rock says, cool. Jixdan, I'm looking to run about 8 PSI. What's good? I mean, if you're only running 8 PSI, you're going to make some power on 8 PSI. Especially from twin turbos. So, yeah, you're going to be doing pretty good. Timothy stops in here from time to time. All right. Jay's going back to Jixdan. Tim's going to Rusty. Attaboy. Yeah, buddy. Jay says DM him if you need help. Hard Rock. Mac makes his own cams. He sure does. He sure does. He's got one for his 392, which is basically stock at this point. Matter of fact, he designed the cam that's in Shake and Bake right now, Modern Red Headache version 2. Jay has Modern Red Headache version 1. And he's got some other ones for Hellcats as well. So he does design his own and get his own custom cams cut. But he definitely tries to keep them close hold. It's a shop called Everyday Performance Auto, run by Adam Steelman. He's just installing that turbo kit. Gotcha. So what I would do is I would email Dave now and say, Dave, here's my setup. I want to come to you for a dyno tune. I'm getting the twin turbo stuff installed. I need a startup tune for that. So you can at least get a startup tune to gingerly drive the car. Now, there ain't no pulls or going crazy 0 to 60s and all of that stuff on a startup tune. Startup tune is just exactly what it says, is that you start the car, get it to where you need to get it tuned, and then he'll hook you up. So I would email Dave now and give him all those specs. Cody's going back to Jay. Jay says, we argue about cams every day. We do. Hard Rock's laughing. Everyone's laughing at Jay. Jay's asking, is it the Hellion kit? Jay, what's your YouTube channel? 3-Pedal Jay. He said it down below. Mac's parking lot looks like a car show. It does. It does. This is going to jump on me. Just Sam's got the on 3 kit. Yeah, that'll be nice, because Mac was even looking at possibly doing that, doing the on 3 kit. So that'd be nice for him to actually get his hands on one and look at it. So if you do go to Dave, that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. Same deal. 3-Pedal J, RT Hemi, subscribe. And S&B is the quickest. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of fast 6.4s out there. There's a lot of fast 6.4s out there. I don't know what the record is for a modified 6.4, but I'm not looking to break any records. It may be the fastest one on a D1X Pro Charger, right? If you go micro record, right? Where you list your entire setup and it's like one of one and you're the only one that has that setup, so you got the record for that setup. But I think it'll be one of the quickest out there when she's done. Hard Rock, I follow drag racers. I don't know about that. I try my best, but I love to get drag racing content out there, but right now I can't yet. I don't. The car is not completely done, and once she's completely done, then we can definitely start hitting the track. And this weekend we're gonna hit the track. Jay's saving up for Rocky Mountain Race Week now. We are in need of a diesel truck and twin hauler next year. That's for sure. Dawn, that will be 4 hours for sure, no doubt. Oh, you're talking about the install. Yeah, we'll see. All we're doing is putting the converter in. So it's just yanking the old one out and putting the new one in. I don't even think we're taking... I don't know what Mac plans on doing. I'll leave it at that. But we're going to video it so everyone will know how we did it. But he told me it should only be about 2.5 hours, but we'll see. I just seen a 2-car trailer on Marketplace. All right, Mike. Hard Rock Jay, get monetized and get your build ready to roar at the drag strip. Looking forward to seeing you out there. Yeah, he's trying. Jay's getting there. It was the same thing for me when I started, man. It's a slow go, but it's, I don't want to say consistent is not, but you continually grow. Maybe not consistent growth, but you continually grow, and sooner or later you'll hit those marks. I can always take a deal. Money saved is always good, 100%. Gas towing mileage is brutal, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, even with just my car and the trailer and the big boy Ram truck, I don't know how many times we stopped. We stopped, oh gosh, I can't remember. 5 or 6 times, both ways. Pitbull, who is the YouTuber in Florida? RT Life. He's lived in Florida for about a year now, maybe a little longer than that, maybe a couple years. I can't remember, but he's in Florida. He may be able to help you with a shop down there. I would hit him up on either on YouTube or hit him up on Instagram, and he may be able to help you out. Jay needs 500 more subs. Everybody sub to Jay. Pitbull, got it. Thank you guys. All right, Jay, I'm halfway there. Honestly, I like making content for me and you all. And Jay, we've talked about it too. And actually, TJ and Cody were like, "Hey, man, just do what you do for you and document what you do. And if people watch, people watch. If they don't, they don't." I mean, I got a lot of crappy videos out there. But it's documenting, my journey, and it'll be on the internet for whoever to watch if they want to. Jay, you need to backlog the build this winter and do steady higher quality release. Yeah. Praise the algorithm. Yeah, right. Skyline Racing. I have a 2015 5.7 RT drag/street build. So far, I have exhaust, stainless works long tube headers. I have the FRP Tomahawk 2.0, Circle D 8 HP 3400 stall. How important is a 309? On the track, it's super important because probably what you have in your car now, if you haven't changed to a limited slip differential already, what you have now is probably an open diff. So you're probably, when you're trying to do a burnout, you're getting one wheel burnout. What the 309 does is not only lowers your gearing a little bit depending on what you have, um, but the LSD part of the 309 is what's really important. That gets both tires spinning at the same time and keeps both tires spinning at the same time. So the 309, from a drag strip perspective, everyone's like, do I need 309s in the rear? Well, if you're not going to the drag strip and you're only doing kind of street roll racing type stuff, 309 is probably not going to help you very much. But at the drag strip and getting off the line, it helps you tremendously. So 309 is extremely important when it comes to the drag strip. I know I'm animated with my hands, and they come in, they come out. I get excited talking about this stuff. I have a lot of fun talking about this stuff. And I just don't want people to make my mistakes, because I'm trying to save y'all money. But yeah, 309, super important. I just love all the hate we get as Mopar owners. I love proving them wrong. Yeah, 100%. All day, every day. When I was 5'7", I still bleed 5'7". Trust me, guys, I really do. But when I had the 5'7" in there, it was so much fun whipping up on Hellcats and Scat Packs and Mustangs and Camaros and the Hondas and all that stuff out there. It was a lot of fun beating up on those folks. Yeah. Hey, you got a boat. How slow is that thing? All right, line up and let's see. Line up and I'll show you how slow my boat is. But yeah, and there's always going to be internet haters. You can never get rid of them. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, it is what it is. But I really did love proving people wrong about the 5'7". Hard Rock stock is good. I was just wondering for future possibilities. Oh, okay, yeah. Depending on where, if you want to come out here and have Mac install your cam, Mac cams are great. Flying Ryan's great. Yeah, there's some nice cams out there. Jick Stan going back to Sky. Yeah. He kind of summed it up for me. Southern Indiana, I run a Tomahawk kit from Flying Ryan. Nice. I heard those Tomahawk kits not only perform well, but they sound awesome too. Tim laughs, and 6 manual first and second gear ratios with a 392. All right, Tim. J309s will help with a lot. Let's go, Jick Stan. Yep. Lorenzo. Steve White Motors says he can install Magnus and superchargers on 392s, and you have no problems. Do anyone know if this is true or not? Absolutely, you can install any supercharger you want on a stock 392 as long as you stay less than 8 pounds of boost. Once you go over 8 pounds of boost, you're in the danger zone. You're just buying your time before one of those pistons pops. But you stay less than 8 pounds of boost. Now there's no 100% guarantee ever if you boost your car. So let's get that straight first. You could be pushing 3 pounds of boost in your car and something go wrong. That's just the way it is. All engines are not built the same, even if they come out of the same factory. But for the most part, you stay less than 8 pounds of boost on a stock 392, you'll be fine. Once you go past that and you start wanting to do 9, 10, 12 pounds of boost, you have to my recommendation is pull the engine, get some MMX drop-ins, HHP drop-ins, somebody's drop-ins, rods and pistons. That way you don't blow up your engine. But yes, you can run boost on a 392. Don't let anyone tell you any different. It's just you can't run a lot of boost. I trust them, expensive but solid company. Yeah. Stock motor, low boost, no problem. Yep. All right. So now everyone, I'm answering the question. It's already answered. That always happens. I I finally get to the question. It's always answered in the chat. But thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, I just jumped way too far. Skyline, since I'm drag racing an 8th mile, there is no Mopar guy shops close to me at all. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. Would an e-tune FRP with data logging be all right until I can find a shop for dyno tune? Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you're not familiar with Frostbite Ram, who's also a 5.7 and he runs Torque Storm, well, he was 5.7. He now went to a 6.4 as well. But he gets tuned by Flying Ryan Performance. And he's had phenomenal success with Flying Ryan. So, yeah. But what I would say is don't take one man's opinion. Do your research, take a look out there, and then decide on your own on who you want to go with. There's a lot of email tuners out there. And yeah, you're fine with an email tune. But like I said, there's a lot of them out there. Do some research on a couple of them. Find one that your gut feeling says they're good to go, and then go with that. That's my suggestion. Knoxville, you're probably a pretty good ways from EFI Specialties in Fredericksburg, but I would definitely suggest Dave if you don't mind driving down to Fredericksburg, Virginia. Logic stand. First thing will break in my setup will be the trans Nag 1. I don't know how much power it can hold. Nag 1s can hold pretty decent power, and you can get the Nag 1s built too to hold over 1,000 horsepower, but you got to get them built. Street tuning can be better. It can be because it's more realistic than the dyno, though the dyno simulates street environment. But yeah, sometimes street tuning can be better in the end than dyno tuning. The thing about street tuning and email tuning, it's a lot of back and forth to get it right. Southern Indiana, FRP tunes my stuff remote and runs great. There you go. At Sky, data log and send him that, and he can tune you pretty close. Yep. Ryan is a decent tuner, but I stick with Dave. Yep. Pitbull. I'm putting a 392 in a Ram 2019 Warlock with a supercharger. I'll be the only kid on my block with a Warlock. All right, man. That sounds like a good setup. Dave is good. If you're local to him, of course. Yep. Pitbull, that's awesome. Oh, the quickest at max lot. I think I am the highest horsepower car on his lot, if I'm not mistaken. So now, does that make me the quickest? Who knows? But I think I am the quickest. I did ask him. I said, hey, if we run 8s, I would be the first car in the 8s that Mac has worked on and Dave has tuned, which is kind of surprising to me because Mac used to live in Texas, so he did a lot of work in Texas. So I would have thought in Texas maybe he would have had an 8-second car, but he told me, hey, you'd be the first 8-second car. So Big Boy Ram Truck 6.4 will be built here soon. Nice. All low-end torque cam build. Yep. Mac has some monsters at his shop. That blue Hellcat is crazy. It is. And what's even more amazing, it's on 262 LSD. It's on the stock differential. And when he hit it, the car was ridiculous. Of course, that's the IHI supercharger, so all that low end stuff is there immediately. But oh man, that car was something else. Eric, honestly, all the builds at the shop are amazing. I personally know this. Yep. Pitbull J, I'm hoping so. I know there's no one in Ocala, Florida that has one or close to one. Yep. Nice. That's awesome, Pitbull. If I wasn't locked in with the FI Specialty, I'd use Ryan. He was a big deal in the Dakota world way back in the day. Eric's agreeing 1,000%. Jay said it was a lot, Don. All right. Mike's going back to Pitbull. We're going to have to close up here in a few minutes. All those cars are nice at Mac's Place for sure. Are you looking at an enclosed trailer for Shake and Bake, Don? I don't know. Right now, just to say I'm financially challenged right now, so a truck and trailer aren't in the mix for me right now at this point. Maybe in the future, but not right now. Mopar MIR in October. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm planning on it. We'll see how things go tomorrow and then this weekend at the track. And if this setup holds up, then hey, we're all out in October. All right, we're creeping up on that 10 o'clock. I see there's still a little bit of some comments down here. So if you can, kind of shut the comments off so I can catch up, and then we'll call it a night. Mike, helmets are pricey. They are pricey, but they're there for a reason, right? And you want to make sure you got the Snell certified ones because a lot of tracks require that. And a lot of tracks only go back 5 years. So if you're Snell certified before almost 2020 at this point, some tracks may not accept your helmet. So yeah, they are pricey. And that's part of the price is they're paying for that Snell rating as part of it, right? That's the goal. I'm tired of running into those issues. Pitbull back to Mike. Mopar says, Jay. Mike says, rent one. Yeah, you can rent helmets at MIR. Yeah, we can always rent a trailer. That's true. But you know, if Jay and I are both going again, we'll figure something out. We got enough friends and stuff that we can probably figure something out. Go sub to my channel so I can get closer to the promised land. All right. Smash that like. All right. All right, folks. It's past 10 o'clock. It's 10:01. I gave y'all an extra minute because I was trying to get through all of the chat. But hey, I appreciate everyone coming in, helping me out in the chat, keeping me going, keeping me talking for another hour again this week. We got some new questions and some new folks asking questions, which is great. I love it. I appreciate it. And we do this every Wednesday night. So until next time, folks, I appreciate Hard Rock for the super chat. That's great. I really do appreciate it. It's all going to go back into Shake and Bake because everything from YouTube goes back into Shake and Bake. That's it for this Wednesday, folks. We'll see you next week.